Greetings. I want you to see just how gone this floor is inside the abandoned house. And the hive is going to be up there. Alright. I see the beginnings of comb. There. A deadout. This is a deadout colony. Those are robbers coming in, or it looks like it. Let's see if there's anything alive at the top. Well, there's honey. We might be getting something after all. Can you see that? There's nothing alive on those combs. We're going to have robbing in a big way. Yeah, we got some robbers already on this. That's some good pollen. And the bees died in a cluster. Let me change this to macro. That was the cluster. As you might be able to see, they're all dead. They probably froze to death. Too small. And their butts are in the air, so they probably died of starvation. Okay, this is the second hive in Plainview. I'm going to zoom in and show you. They're coming in and out of some sort of a tank covered by I think it's an old lister. And I'm going to get a little closer, but I see pollen coming in. They've got good numbers. This is the hive I really want to tear into. And I think this is going to be a good one. We're back in Plainview still. This is the planter lister of some kind that they have built a hive in the grain storage area for, I guess, the planter. I have my gear set up. I was traveling with just the bare minimum. I had a smoker and a suit and gloves, and that's about it. Oh, and a Sawzall, of course. I had a spare swarm box in the back of the truck, and I've borrowed the buckets, and I borrowed Tupperware to put, well, not Tupperware, it's a storage container to put human consumable honey in. And I've already taken the Sawzall, and we have already cut open the metal bottom seed container, And at this point, I'm going to just start cutting out comb and saving what I can and grab what brood I can grab to see if I can save the hive. I've got everything ready. The frames already have rubber bands on them. Knife is ready to go. For an impromptu cutout, I was actually not in bad shape. Smoker, a hive tool, box knife, and a bait hive I was going to put out here, which is still a good idea, but I'm out of bait hives now. Next time I'll probably bring 4 or 5 actually. West Texas has a shortage of trees. And they are far more prone to build in a bait hive because their options are structures out here pretty much. Very few, I think they call them salt cedars trees. And I'd expect this to have been honey. I see. Lots of pollen. And there is some honey. I'm going to put that aside. I can see there's been multiple comb failures, which makes sense. You're not too bright bees for building a meltable substance onto a hot metal surface in West Texas. But bees get points for persistence, not for smarts. My goal here is just to rip out all the junk comb, take out all the honeycomb for human consumption, and then just grab the best of the brood nest. Because small hive beetle is so bad in Texas, you want your bee population to cover every inch of comb, and I don't want to give them more comb than they can cover. Now here's where we are. I got a little bit of honeycomb left to go. More honey than I was expecting, less brood nest than I was expecting. But this is the high plains, and they have had a pretty cold winter. When I got into this, there's the honeycomb, but there was another kind of a side colony here that didn't handle it well, and they collapsed. I've removed the collapsed cone, but way back there, you can see it. There's yet another one, like 3 feet from the first one. So we're going to remove that too if I feel it's safe to crawl under this thing to get in there.